Abuse by the federal government. Inspector General Michael Horowitz investigating the DOJ and the FBI over its misuse of Foreign Intelligence Surveillance Act, otherwise known as FISA. Fox News' Judge Napolitano commenting on the controversial law. Take a listen.
FISA has been turned on its head. It was written to prevent spying on Americans. It's now used to facilitate spying on Americans. So this is not a problem caused by Andrew McCabe and company, though McCabe and his colleagues took advantage of it because the FISA court is such a pushover.
Here now is Congressman Chris Stewart. He is a member of the House Intelligence Committee. Congressman, with this new Inspector General probe focusing on the FISA court and whether there was misuse of the FISA court by people at the DOJ and FBI. Is that going to eliminate the need for a second special counsel?
Probably not. I mean, this is what we know. They obtained this FISA application and the warrant through deception. There's just no question about that. That's true. You look at the facts, and it's very, very clear the FBI was not at all forthcoming or honest with the FISA judges regarding some of the very critical information underlying their application. Now, we need to correct that with the FBI and with DOJ officials, but I would also say the FISA judge himself, I think, had a responsibility to be a little more probing than apparently he was.
By the way, Congressman, would we be able to tell if we saw, and by we, I don't only mean you folks in the Intel Committee, but the general public, if we see the actual FISA warrants?
Would we be able to tell if there was deception in that?
If they use the Trump dossier as the basis for the warrant, et cetera?
Oh, yeah, it's very, very clear. And we've been very open about that. And the deputy FBI director, McCabe, himself admitted, absolutely, we used it. We would not have had the FISA application go forward were it not for that dossier. But it was the underlying facts regarding that Hillary Clinton and the DNC had paid for it, and some of these other really important and just critical elements to that were withheld from the FISA judge. But to your question about, the independent counsel versus the independent general investigator going forward, I just don't think it's sufficient. The IG.
Yeah.
For one thing,
forgive me, we're short on time, but I got to ask if they did it in this one case, and you seem pretty convinced that they abused the FISA court to spy on Americans. Who's to say it didn't happen other times? I mean, there are a lot of FISA warrants. I think the number of them that are approved far outweigh the number that are disproved. So, are you at all interested in whether this court was abused more than just this one case?
Well, sure we are, because you can't look at this evidence and assume that it's never happened in any other case. I mean, what you would be leaning towards is, well, we want to look at many of them, and we want to make sure that they've been ethical and legal in how they've acted. This opens the door to that. Now, I got to tell you, we haven't seen evidence that it has been abused other than in this one instance, and I think we probably would have a feel for that if that was the case. But we don't know because we haven't investigated it thoroughly, which is, once again, why the IG is important. But the IG isn't enough because there's other ethical considerations we're worried about, for example, with the CIA and some of the other leadership there that I think needs to be pursued. And a special counsel, I think, is the best way to do that.
It sounds, though, that the entire procedure by which the FISA court approves of these warrants needs to be revamped entirely, no?
Yeah, absolutely. In fact, one of the things that we're working on now as a result of this is legislation that would do one thing, and this is very simple. I don't know how anyone would object to this. It would allow for an advocate who would look after the interest of the target. This individual doesn't know that he's had a FISA application against him. He has no idea of that. And if there isn't someone there looking out for the citizen, for their rights, then many times, as we've seen, or at least in this instance, those rights may be trampled. We need an advocate in the FISA court who would say, I'm there to represent the target and his interests and his rights as a U.S. citizen.